I consider myself bisexual.
I consider myself bisexual.
No one knows that I'm bisexual, and I'm trying to keep it that way.
I've had more relationships with women than I care to count. I've been seeing men now for 5 years. I've had 4 boyfriends and several love interests.
Yes, my parents know that I'm bisexual. I honestly wish that I could tell my parents, but it's almost like what they don't know won't hurt them.
Well, actually, I am legally married, yeah. Besides being an actor, I'm a restaurant manager for McDonald's. Oh yeah, both sides of my family are very religious. My maternal grandmother was a pastor, and my paternal grandfather was a reverend. They believe in the whole, it's an abomination, go to hell. So.
My father passed away 2 years ago, so I'm still going through grief. And I live with my mom, which is a good thing actually, even at 38, so because we rely on each other. I have one brother who doesn't talk to me. He stopped talking to me when I told him I had a boyfriend. He's basically just a bigot. I think he's just embarrassed about how it reflects on him, more so than having actual judgments about gay people. I think he's just as scared about confronting his own sexuality, basically.
No, I am divorced. I am engaged. Date is not set. I've been repressing this for quite some time. I've had at least maybe 2 or 3 relationships with women. I have found out same sex, same problems. No one knows that I'm bisexual, and I'm trying to keep it that way. I am afraid to come out because of the repercussions and the stigma that's attached to women that are either gay, lesbian, or bi.
We'll be at a party or something and they'll be like, oh, let's hook up tonight. Well, I want to try it out with a girl. I'm like, just because I'm bisexual doesn't mean I'm interested in you.
Right.
Yeah, like it doesn't mean that I'm like automatically gonna be like, hell yeah, I love vagina. I'm gonna do it. It confuses me every day, and it's confused me since I first had feelings about it, which is when I was really young.
The girl I was dating then, she had decided that she was going to use sex as a tool against me. She decided to withhold sex as a way of asserting some control over me in the relationship. So I started going on chat rooms and going to bars on my own, checking things out, really thinking that it'd be too much of a betrayal be with another woman. So what I did was, because I thought I loved this girl so much, was I started looking to men for that pleasure that I was missing out.
When I'm in public at all, my mind races 1,000 miles an hour. I pass, so I don't most of the time, and I shouldn't be afraid. And if somebody starts saying, oh, you're transsexual, I didn't know you were a guy or something like that, it feels like they stripped you naked right in front of them, tarred and feathered kind of, like right there, and I still can't get over that. An old therapist who's transsexual, she was telling me about a transsexual that got beat up and nearly to death in Canada at a 7-Eleven, and the entire community was out there watching it. I feel like we're back in Salem and it's a witch hunt.
My parents have never said anything derogatory. They never said, oh, gay people are this, gay people are that, bisexual people are this. They just kind of just say their ideas, say that they believe it doesn't really exist, and that eventually people just come to terms that they're one way or the other, and they never really...
My fiance at the time, he never downgraded or disrespected his friend Andre that was gay. He just accepted the fact. He never made any kind of remarks, you know, behind closed doors when Andre wasn't around, or even in front of his face. It was just, he accepted it and that was it. We were engaged to get married. I had went out Christmas shopping one day, and I came back home, and I started to go upstairs towards the bedroom, and I heard noises.
You know, being a black guy, I would have to say, yeah, it is hard. Well, in the black community, you know, the whole download thing is very prevalent.
We were in Wrigleyville. I was holding Kristen's hand, you were holding Jamie's hand, Jess and Kathleen were holding hands, and a bunch of fucking frat guys came out of a bar and were like, you guys are in the wrong neighborhood.
For instance, my brother found something online that had said that I was bisexual, and he sent me a scathing email telling me that if that was true, it better be a joke, because if it was true, I'm so selfish and that is pathetic. And the fact that he saw that his sister may be bisexual, you know, so I told him, I was like, no, Mike, I'm not bisexual, it's just a joke.
Because it's so much more easier.
It's just easy.
I mean, it's member who's just spitting fire at you to just say, no, I'm not.
It's pretty heartbreaking to have like a family member kind of turning on you like that. Is like a really, really disheartening thing, because if you're like, oh, my family member thinks this way, God knows what people in the public are gonna think, you know, maybe I should hide it completely.
If a guy's halfway decent and he's kind to me, I just gravitate to him. Like it's not about physicality or anything. It's just like I really want someone to protect. But when I'm with women, I don't know. It's like just this instinctual desire to be.
His friend was sucking him up, and sucking him, I think, better than me, obviously, because he looked like he was really enjoying it. So I just backed down the steps out of shock and a little disgust, slammed the front door to let those two guys know that someone had entered the house. So I heard them upstairs. That was the ultimate, to come in and find, you know, I think I would have accepted it better if I would have found another woman sucking my man off, more so than a man. Because I didn't even know he had those tendencies. We all have gay friends, but hell, that doesn't mean we're gay. There was no clue. None at all.
That exposing my identity would be destructive to others and not just myself. And so that's one of the primary reasons why I decided to hide my identity. My current girlfriend does not know. Out of belief that this documentary can instigate some good in the world, my story might be of some use to others who find themselves in a similar situation. I see being in a relationship with another man, an open relationship with another man, as a possibility. However, I also see regressing back into a complete denial of who I am as a possibility, and really all humans have to recognize the variables in life and how you may be here today but end up somewhere you would have never guessed tomorrow.
Personally, I get a little angry when people just talk about labels all the time and everything, because I don't think my sexuality has to do with the way, you know, it doesn't have to do with my personality. It's just a lifestyle choice. It's just, you know, a straight person can be straight, but that doesn't depict their personality. Like, it doesn't make them, it's not who they are, it's just...
I remember you telling me that if you ever do, like, at the end of your life, you are with a girl or married, if that even happens in our lifetime to a girl, you'll tell them. You won't hide that. As long as it's something serious, then you'll let them know.
I mean, it depends, though, man, because people are going to be people. You're going to have people who are going to, you know what I'm saying, criticize you for it. You're going to have people who are going to love you and accept you for who you are.